Welcome. I wanted to do a intro or a little video about me because sometimes when you're going to face these dark parts of you by getting a Reiki treatment and releasing these lower frequency energies that at times might be a little frightening or uncomfortable, I think is a better word. A little uncomfortable. I want you to feel comfortable knowing who I am. And also sometimes it's good to know that, we've all been through these trials. We've all had stories in our life that have happened that make us who we are today. And so I just wanted to document who I am and what adventures I have done. And if you relate with me and would love a treatment, you can email me at lighthousehealing@icloud.com. I would love to work with you and help increase your vibrations, help see the world in a different way because it's not easy. So often I have felt alone, and it's really hard to connect to people that really understand the deep levels of life and of the soul. And so I'm here for you. So who am I? So I am Megan, of course. I am a Reiki master, and I've been practicing Reiki for about 3 years now. Honestly, the second I had my first treatment, it just felt right. I took the Reiki 1 and 2. 6 months later, took the Reiki Master. 6 months later, took the Karuna Reiki class. 6 months later, took the Holy Fire 3 upgrade. And then, about 6 months later, which then following, I took the Reiki 1 and 2 again so I could get a little refresher and start teaching my own classes. So among other many, many classes, drumming, crystal healing, I just love it all. So I'm very experienced with the healing arts. So a little bit about my journey, who I am. Now keep in mind, when I explain my past, I don't say it in a negative way because these are parts of myself that I have healed, okay? And whether you're on the healed spectrum or healing spectrum, or if it's still, those hard parts where you're still deep down, not feeling that or searching for those places to be healed, I totally understand. But I love to look at all of the opportunities that have been presented in my life as positive. So for some examples, so growing up, I'm the oldest sister. There's 3 sisters, all the goddesses. So I'm the oldest. And so automatically, you always take that leadership. And I'm a Leo, so bring it on. I'm all about this. Growing up, my parents were so full of emotion, however, they lacked communication. And so those were some of the trials that I had dealt with as a kid. So they didn't know how to communicate their feelings in a higher vibration manner. My father, he felt a lot, but he kept a lot in. And, when we do that, we tend to project our feelings out in not in a healthy way. And my mother would always give, but yet she never had love. She never kept any of that love for herself. And so when you, that was the product I became. I didn't face my own feelings and my own, I didn't know how to and I still have a hard time, and you will tell by my videos because I'm healing as well. It's hard sometimes to express in words the feelings that you feel. And also, I have lived a life where you give and you give and you give, okay? But yet you don't save anything for yourself. And then you get angry because no one's looking out for you. When really, you're the only one that's supposed to look out for yourself, right? So that was the childhood I had. A lot of hard moments. There was a lot of hard moments. Feeling of being alone, not having anyone to really talk to. We moved often. I think I lived in 16 different homes by the time I was 18. We moved very often. I believe my parents just knew they weren't going to last, and so they didn't want to buy a house and have to deal with that. So they just rented. And so I really never had a place to say home or like childhood friends or anything. So I'm very close to my sisters, very, very close. They're my everything. And my mom and dad, like, it's a unique family. So that's me. So I'm extremely empathic as well. I'm very sensitive. And also I radiate whatever energy I want to. So it's like a magical power. So if I walk in a room, it's like you feel it. I'm not like, if you allow yourself, you can connect to this energy just by us talking. Okay, it's I am able to radiate a sense of energy. Okay, but yet also on the contrary, I can feel everyone's energy as well. And so at times I feel as if I feel a lot of things, I typically build my energy higher and higher just to be strong. Okay, being an empath before, I viewed it as a hindrance, or as a being, it didn't work in my favor. Now I realize it's a magical power that I have within me. Okay, once you learn how to properly understand and utilize it. So I have been married now for 11 years, together for about 13 years, and it was not rainbows and butterflies. Okay, a lot of, when you first get married, everything's wonderful, and then the honeymoon phase goes, people get complacent, romance, you're not dating anymore, it's just Monday we do this, Tuesday is this, and with that we typically went our own ways, but then I was giving, okay, and he has his own healing, okay, and the beautiful part of this story is because I hit it's not external, it's all internal, okay? Because I chose to give my love and give and give and give and not keep anything for myself, I eventually hit rock bottom. It hurt me to see the pain within his eyes, and so I wanted to heal it and fill him up with love, but yet I had no love to give anymore for myself, for anyone. I have two beautiful little boys, and I reached a point where it was hard to just love. You get this almost anger about it, and I am naturally a loving person, and so this was a hard thing to do. Like, I hit rock bottom. My mom took me to have my first Reiki session, and because typically, again, I was used to putting on a face, putting on that smile when my heart was so sad. And during that Reiki treatment, I started bawling, and I didn't know why. And I'm like, what's up with me? Like, homegirl isn't even like touching me. Like, she is like that far away, just holding her hands. Why am I crying right now? I'm good at holding my composure, like I can fake anyone with a smile. So it was that moment when I realized the sadness I did have in my heart, and I really faced my shadows. Like, this, you're pretending, you're not being authentic. And so that's, when I got into the Reiki and I explained all the steps with that and the growth. Now, with that growth, it is not rainbows and butterflies. I like to see it as, okay, so you grow to make you stronger to handle those harder things. So you dip down, and then you grow, and then it's this kind of process, but you're still moving up. But you take those breaks to dip down. Okay, let's handle this one. This is a little harder. Or let's face this trial. This is a little harder. And so my journey has been that the whole time. Now, when I look back, my marriage, ever since I started Reiki, I kept before trying to change everything around me and control. My marriage has honored me with the understanding that you can't control love. And you can't create or make love the way you want it. It's two individuals that want to come together and create the joyness of a happy home. Okay? I didn't understand that before because I was raised where it was control, control, control. Okay? And again, I am so grateful for these opportunities. I don't view them as trials anymore. I view them as opportunities for my growth. And now I'm able to share my love instead of give it away. And with just by stepping into my power, by doing that, it allows all my family members, my spouse, my kids, it allows them an opportunity to do their own healing so they can share these emotions with me rather than me giving up to them, because then I take away from their journey. And I would have never known that if I didn't have the experiences that I have had. And so I'm honestly honored, because if any choices would have been different, maybe I would have this knowledge, but maybe I wouldn't. And I'm grateful for what I have now. And so I have been rock bottom multiple times. Sad. But it has brought me, so like here's the one end of the spectrum, it has brought me to the other end of the spectrum, okay? Where I've learned to hurt. I have learned what it's like to be hurt at the deepest level. But then you know what? By forgiveness, I have been able to have the extreme feeling of compassion, okay? That is what I would love to influence within my Reiki practice, is to help people see these trials in their life. They shouldn't hold you down anymore. They're supposed to let you fly. And it would be my honor to help you during a session to lift that vibration so you can connect to these higher feelings and really feel the love that is around you, and to understand everything that does happen in your life, no matter how horrible, how sad it could be, it truly, truly is in your favor. You signed up for this because you want to feel something from it. What's the other end of the spectrum? Okay? Hurt and pain. Is it because you want to live a life of compassion and nurturing? Okay? I am who I am today because of my experiences I had. And if you can relate with that, and if you're empathic and you feel alone, I would encourage you. I have a video that's the difference between sharing love in the give and take. I would encourage you to take a look at that, because it honestly wasn't until like a couple months ago, that after my trip to Sedona, that I really understood the difference between the two and my different perspective. And it's not about protecting yourself, about people sucking your energy. It's about holding your head high, knowing who you are, being full and complete, and being confident in what you're presenting as you. Okay? Then that way there is no give and take. I'm not giving myself to heal someone, because that's their job. They wanted to come here and they wanted to do this healing. I came here to do my healing and stand in my power and be confident in myself. Okay? That's me and my healing, So I'm excited to see what healings or what opportunities of growth that you have set before you, what adventure you have in life, and what stories you want to rewrite. Okay? We don't want to write a scary story. We don't want to write a sad story. Like, what stories we want to rewrite the ending to? How have these stories, or how have these situations in your life helped you? Anyway, I would love to be a part of your growth. Again, you can email me at lighthousehealing@icloud.com. I offer Reiki treatments. If you're in the Utah area, it would be here in my treatment room, or I can do a distant Reiki treatment as well. I also offer 30-minute inspirational phone calls. I'm offering 3 for free a month while I'm getting going. And with that, we're going to tap into that higher vibration, see what's holding you back, and and collaborate. I'm going to share. I'm not going to fix your problems. We are going to collaborate, and we're going to share the emotion. We're going to share the feeling, so you can really connect to this different brainwave, this different process, and to change your life. And so I'm offering 3 of those for free each month. In order to be entered into the drawing, what you would do is like, subscribe, and share. Easy enough, right? Again, I appreciate you so much. This is a little bit of my journey. If you'd like to know more, please just send me an email. And I look forward to hearing from you. Thank you.